Yeah, no, that's great. I love seeing where everybody's at. We did this at 3 o'clock so we could make well we're super proud of the fact that we have so many people around the world involved in the Switch project. And so we did it at 3 o'clock. I know it's hard for some in the US, but it helps out our global friends, which you can see we got a bunch in there, a bunch from Australia. So we're excited to have everyone in here. Um, Darby, can you make sure all those people in the waiting room are getting in? If you commit, or do I have to admit them?
Nope, I got it.
Oh, okay. Um, well, so we're glad to have you here. Let me turn my camera on so you can see a face. Um, Glad to have you guys here. My windows are, I didn't turn down my windows. Hold on a second. That's a little better. Glad to have you all here. We have some big updates. We love where we're going. We love the momentum we're having. We just had a big business cruise with a bunch of the Connect people. For those of you that don't know about what Connect United is they sell our project around the world, and the 100 top sales reps were there, and we were able to present and tell them, hey, what we need to make Switch a success. So we met with a bunch of the main leaders there, and some of them want to focus only on Switch, which we are super grateful for because these are some top salespeople that are there that love Switch. They've been involved with Switch for months, and we're just glad to have their help. Which brings me to, and I was going to talk this at the end, but I'll talk to about it now. We have what's called a community council to decentralize the blockchain side. And that community council has about 25 members in it, and each one has a different responsibility. Some of them have selling, some of them have pushing the trade wallet, some of them have, helping um, talk to the different exchanges. It's all the stuff that Switch Reward Card is not doing. Switch Reward Card is here to build products and make those products super useful and that they become a need for people. And then those products then create utility for um, then to help create utility for those projects, which create utility for the Switch token. So we're helping the community council for Switch, and we love the service and just the oh. So I'm going to turn off my camera because it's saying my internet connection is unstable. So that sorry, you don't get to see my mug here. That will save me some internet connection. All right. Next thing I wanted to talk about, and if we could bring this up, if you could bring those slides up for me, Darby. This is just our, DYOR, all the good legal stuff. Um, but what I wanted to talk about was our trade wallet. Everyone's talking about, God, when are we going to get the card? When are we going to get the card? And let me give you an update there. Um, our final card process for onboarding was submitted to the bank, and we're supposed to have an answer back today. If we get a yes, then that goes direct into alpha testing. What alpha testing means is I get to order a card, and our whole internal team gets to order a card, make sure it's working with the trade wallet, try to break it, find any bugs. If there's bugs, then we will get those fixed. And if it works after that, then we have multiple beta testing groups that will be able to um, test this out and try to break it. And then if they don't break it, then we're good to go on that end. So what you're seeing right now is the all-time trade wallet stats. The reason why this is important is because we want to double this next year. We're going to talk a little bit about how we're going to accomplish that. But as you can see, we've done about 70 million. This is a little higher because this was taken about a month and a half ago. But as you can see there, we've done about 68 million in trade volume. What that trade volume means is crypto has been bought or sold on our trade wallet. The reason why this is so important is right now we have, well, the fees, we have fees anywhere from 1% to 4%, depending on which crypto you buy or sell. And you pay those fees just in normal fiat. And as I'll get to our next slide, we will get to the roadmap of when we will turn on the utility. And we want to get this to 140 million because what that means is then now more Switch is being bought out of the market to pay for these fees. So we thought we'd show this because this is a pretty big number as far as our working product. We're super happy with where we're at on that volume, but we want to double it. We're doing a lot of things to make that happen. In fact, one of our community members who's super involved, Diana Townsend, will talk a little bit about what she's doing with her community to help get us more wallets, more trade wallets, which will increase the more volume that we're having as far as buying and selling crypto on our exchange. So, Darby, can you go to that next one, which is the roadmap? So here's our roadmap. Crossing our fingers everything goes well with our international card program as well as our US debit card program. So what that means is hopefully all of you that have had cards previously in 2023 when we had our card program up and running and then it was pulled from us because the banks were using crypto as why they went under, not just their transactional banking side, but they were blaming on crypto, and that's when we lost our card. And we've been working in the last 2.5 years to get our debit cards. We didn't think it would take this long, but it has. And so Q4, our goal is to have our international debit card and our US debit card up and running. You can also see in Q4 our reward NFTs. Like I mentioned, the community council is helping us get multiple different NFTs, which will create use or users on our cards that we're hopefully having in Q4 to be able to get rewarded for if they pay for a streaming service, if they pay for coffee for the month, or whatever they use the card for that we create an NFT for, they'll be able to buy that NFT and then get rewarded for doing for purchasing something they already paid for. So we're excited to get those out to everyone, and that's in Q4 and what we're trying to finish in Q4. The exciting thing in Q1 is to turn on the utility for the trade wallet and pay the fees and switch. So, for example, there was a total of about I think 32,000 total. We have to share that with our vendor for the month of September. But half of those come to us, which would be 16,000 bucks. That 16,000 bucks would go to buy out the switch token out of the market. So 16,000 would go into the volume. And so you can see why we want to increase the trade volume on our trade wallet because that increases the fees and that increases how much switch will be bought out of the market. Q2 is digital receipts for the trade wallet usage. So you will get rewarded and paid back from the battery, which has all of the switch tokens in it, to be able to be rewarded in the switch token for using the products at switchrewardcard.com. So that we are super excited about the roadmap, where we're going, and how we're going to get there. Like I mentioned, we have a lot of community members helping us help those that are interested in purchasing or selling crypto, and they're introducing the trade wallet to them. And we're going to give out some promos for the next month to help increase those people to get active in actually sharing with their friends. You'll be rewarded for sharing the trade wallet with your friends. So if we can head to the next one. And I'll hit this after. So we'll turn the time over to Kristen and we'll talk about the marketplace update. So Kristen, I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, so another promo that we're going. If you can't tell, we are trade wallet focused right now. We need to be increasing our trade wallet users. So we're still doing the promo where you get the 25,000 switch by opening a wallet and then a million switch if you do $500 worth of transactions. But now we want you to tell your friends and family about it. So we have an FAQ, a total FAQ built out, and we will put the links on that in our socials. But the gist of it is, if you tell your friends and family, you fill out a little Google form, and we'll do the link in the socials as well. You'll fill out a Google form so we know who we're looking for. So, for example, if I refer Brad, I'm going to put Brad's information on there, and then Darby and I will track that. And if you refer them and they get on and they do $100 trade, I'm going to give you $10 in Bitcoin. And so it's not automated; it is very manual. So it's going to take some back and forth, but we want you referring. So that's the promo that we're going to be running starting today. And we're going to run that at least through the end of November. We'll see how things run. I honestly just threw that date out there. I hope Brad's okay with that. We're going to throw that through the end of November at least to see how that promo runs. If you have any questions on that, you can always email into support. We'll put a link to the FAQ in the chat as well so that you can see the step by step, but it's pretty simple. And then we'll obviously need your Bitcoin wallet, and I'll send you that $10 in Bitcoin. So that's the promo we're running starting today. So be ready to start sharing. Brad, back to you.
Easy peasy. So we want to give that $10 out to everybody. So we're excited about that. And actually, before we bring up the Switch Marketplace, we're going to have Diana Townsend. So if we could have her be off mute and share her video with us. She is an amazing community member. She's been a node owner for, I met her back in 2021. She's been with us the whole time. She's been super good at promoting Switch. And so we're excited to have her. Um, she's going to talk about what she's doing to help us get to 10,000 wallets for the trade wallet. So let's turn the time over to her, Darby.
Brad, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you and see you. There you
All right. Well, first of all, I want to thank you guys for letting me join you guys today with the Zoom. Um, Actually, I want to say this all started with the cruise. I don't know if y'all can see my background, but y'all got Atlanta, Georgia. I'm telling you. I was out here today at this golf course, and I was I felt like I've been in dream mode because that happened to me on the cruise with having the time to be able to spend time with our leaders. Yes, we're excited to win a trip with the cruise, but for me, I was more excited to be able to get my questions answered, to be able to talk to a lot of the brand presidents with our favorite platforms and things like that. And with being able to sit down and have lunch and spend some quality time with, it was my first time meeting Darby. So I was excited to meet Darby. She is like a celebrity within the Switch platform also. And it gave me an opportunity to talk to Brad and to talk to Darby about the trade wallet. And even though I love the platform, I really felt like I did not understand how important it was to get these trade wallets open. And, sometimes we have that aha moment. I think that happened to me on the cruise. And I realized that I've heard them say 1,000 times, no matter what brand it is, that this is community driven. I heard those words, but I think it just hit different on the cruise. And I felt like I was convicted. And as a community member, a lot of times we say, "Oh my God, I love the blockchain, and I love Kathy, and I love Brad," and we start going down the hierarchy. Kristen is like the greatest customer service rep ever. But I was like, I share with my team all the time. Don't tell me that you love me. Show me in your actions. Show me by productivity. So I decided to take the mantle and decide that I wanted to help out with the opening up the trade wallets. So this Thursday, I'm inviting, imploring, and asking all the leaders. We're going to post it in the Connect Social Impact as well as in the Switch Impact. And we're going to give you guys some incentives. Like Kristen just added the $10 for the person who sets up that trade wallet in that Bitcoin. And I'm a numbers person. When they told me that, I went straight to the calculator. I went to the calculator and I was like, that $10 worth of Bitcoin can add up. And I'm a numbers girl. So I'm going to show you guys some numbers on Thursday if you're able to make those calls. I think one is 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. The other one is 8:30. So we can try to grab the Australia team as well. So we have a lot of incentives. We have a lot to help you guys, to show you, to hold you and take you by the hand to help you guys get those trade wallets opened, as well as in turn, not only do we want to help you with the trade wallets, but I also learned on that ship, there's a lot of people who don't know how to do a lot of things in Connect. So you know how sometimes we do AMA, you really get to ask us anything. And then we're also going to show you the different things that I learned on the ship that was a common denominator with a lot of community members where they needed help. So if you need help with something, you don't understand something, you want us to show you something, um, between Casey Nelson, Kristen's going to be there, Darby will be there. We want to help you, to encourage you to get the trade wallets open, as well as help you also with your business as well. So we'll show you all the incentives when you get there on Thursday. We do need you to do something though, and we're going to put it in the what do you say, the notes when we post it on the social impact. We need a copy of that driver's license downloaded. We need a selfie as well as a utility bill that matches the same address on your driver's license. Okay. So with that being said, Brad, I'll turn it back over to you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the call on Thursday.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Diana. We appreciate all that you're doing for us in the Switch project. It's awesome. It was great to hang out with her again on the cruise. And I just saw Ranjit, who's in Australia. She's doing a couple of big gatherings as well, and we're grateful for what she's doing over there in Australia. There's tons of people following us, following the Switch reward card project over there. As you can tell, we're in full swing pushing our product now. We've been doing the last 4 years as far as building, integrating, and there was no instructions on how to do this. So it's taken us a little bit of time to figure it out, but we are there, and now is the time. We love the excitement around crypto and how many people are buying it. I don't know if you see the volume behind Bitcoin every day, but it's in the billions. It's in the 50 billions, and that's the 24-hour volume. I always compare this to Tesla. Tesla does about 90 million in a 24-hour trade. Bitcoin does over 50 billion in a 24-hour trade. So there's a lot of people buying out there, and the more people we can get using our platform to buy and sell crypto, the more it will benefit all of the node owners and all of those who are involved in this project. So that's where we're starting to push. We're starting to market. We're starting to get everyone to use the trade wallet at switchrewardcard.com. And there's some big updates coming as well as the card. And I want to talk about why we're pushing the trade wallet so much and not the card, because everyone's like, "Hey, where's the card? Where's the card?" Well, we currently have a way to off ramp and on ramp, which all that means is to withdraw if you sell your crypto or to deposit if you want to buy crypto. So we do have on and off ramps. What the card creates is it's just a value add to our trade platform. For those of you that are in other countries that have a problem dealing with crypto, well, you'll now have this ability to, when you offload or off ramp your crypto that you sold, you'll be able to load it to this card instead of send it to your bank, who may or may not allow you to, process in crypto. A lot of them don't in Europe and in Australia, but the card will definitely add value for you to use our trade wallet. That's why we're out pushing and marketing so much and doing the different promotions for all of you to have your friends sign up. If they're talking about crypto, say, all right, you should buy your crypto from this website at switchrewardcard.com. We also have we can put this in the chat as far as support.switchrewardcard.com. It has every step and anything that you may encounter as far as problems go to overcome them if your friends or family are having a rough time setting up their trade wallet. We have a super amazing customer service, and there it is right there that Darby put it in, and Kristen. So that's huge. So the other thing my wife asks me every morning is, Brad, do we have a card yet? Does Switch Reward Card have a card yet? So I wanted to be able to tell her yes, and we actually do. You can buy these cards with your Switch tokens. So now, Darby, you can share that page with us at switch-pay.com. This is our marketplace. If you can bring that up, Darby. I know you're chatting and helping out everyone. You there, Darby?
Yes, there we go. Can you see that?
Not yet.
There we go.
Okay, so this is the marketplace. So it's not exactly the debit card, but this is where you can purchase with your Switch token. And this is a form of utility, which is one of our main responsibility as a Switch reward card. But you can purchase an Adidas card, an Airbnb, an Amazon card, an Apple gift card with your Switch token. So this is if you can see, it's at switch-pay. You click on the card, add to your cart, and then you check out. And so, like I mentioned, this is at switch-pay.com, and you can buy these gift cards. They're in $50 increments with your Switch token. It is a limited amount, but this is another way that we are, Darby's kind of showing you. You just go to switch-pay.com, and that blue button, the one on the left of the three, you click on Marketplace, and it brings up the different cards that we have there to purchase with your Switch if you're wanting to look at a utility for um, your Switch token. So we love this. We're excited this is up and running. Um, that's all I have. Um, we apologize that Kathy can't be here. She had to go to the doctors for some stuff. She's fine. I know you love her and we love her a ton, but she's just getting some work done on her eyes. So, um, is the trade wallet the one on your Switch website? Correct. Yeah, the trade wallet is at switchrewardcard.com. You'll go there, and if you are a member of the Connect United program, you can use your same login credentials to get logged into there. Um, and so that's where you go for that. I'm just seeing if there's any other questions. I just saw Jana pop up. She had a super cool, she had, and what did we name it? Switchy. Switchy came on the cruise and we got a good picture with Switchy. Switchy is the pig for a piggy bank for saving money, is what Switch Reward Card does for you when you purchase your crypto there. We're one of the cheapest platforms out there. We're just starting to push it out through micro influencers, through all of you, and through all of the Connect sellers worldwide. So we're excited. Um, we're excited and grateful for each of you. And last but not least, just want to send out a thank you to the Community Council. We've had 4 meetings now, and we're growing and giving out responsibilities to do all of the marketing, to talk to the exchanges, to do the selling and the recruitment. And that's what these 25 individuals worldwide are doing to push out the Switch product. And that's what our main goal is to push our product out so more people use it, more people buy and sell crypto on it, which then, like I mentioned in Q1, will increase the utility of the Switch token, which will then increase the buying demand for the token out there, which is what we all want as node owners. So that's all I got. I know everyone's busy, so we're going to give you
Brad,
7 minutes of your time back. Yeah.
before you go, could you answer the person in the chat? They're saying, what about us that had the original black card? Could you let them know that
Yes.
they don't have to worry about anything?
Yes, we have a list of all the original black card owners. For those of you that joined after 2023, we had a large amount of people that were using our debit card. And so we are going to we'll reissue your card as soon as they are available. So yes, and you don't have to pay for it. It's going to be given to you free of charge. So everyone will get reissued of those. So good question there. Did I miss anything else, Diana or Darby?
Are the cards going to be usable on Australia? That was a question someone just had.
Yes.
Oh,
So there's, what's
okay.
that?
I got one more after. I'll tell you after you answer Darby's question.
Yeah. So we have an international card program as well as a US card program. And the international, they will be able to use in Australia. And then Diana, what's your question?
Somebody put in here, this is my favorite question that I be fussing with all of my accountability partners with. They said, why should a person use our trade wallet? Is it
I love that
better?
question.
Is it a better deal versus I don't think they understand that we own this. So
Yeah.
could you explain why you want to use the Switch Trade wallet versus
Yep.
Coinbase and different wallets?
Yeah. And we there's multiple things with in our research as far as our competitors. Number one, we are fully transparent on the fees. A lot of times you'll go in there and it will say, like I bought a ton before we had our trade platform of crypto on Coinbase, and it would say your fee's $1.99. Well, what I figured out is when I was buying Bitcoins, if it was at 10,000 as the spot price, I would then go when I hit buy, that would be go up to 11,000. So they have a spread above spot price. You can't see that they don't have to quote you on. Or if you sold Bitcoin and it was the spot price was 10,000, they would have you sell it at 9,000 and they would make that spread. But it looks like you're only paying like $1.99. We have it fully transparent saying, here's what you're charged. And we are one of the cheapest platforms out there. So, number one, we're one of the cheapest platforms out there after explaining that. Number two, we do hot wallets. What that means is as soon as you buy your crypto and it's been confirmed on the blockchain, you can access that and actually send it to your friends or pay someone or do whatever you want with it. It is yours and you can immediately send it out as soon as it's been confirmed on the blockchain. Other competitors hold that for 2 weeks, up to 2 weeks. We've had some go longer, but the average is up to 2 weeks that you can't send that to a friend. You have to keep it on their platform, and you can't send it anywhere for 2 weeks. And then, like Diana mentioned, in the end, the tokens that we are receiving, that we're receiving for payment for the fees, like I mentioned, as far as the utility goes, that's where it starts to make all the node owners happy because now everyone's wanting to buy the Switch token to pay for buying and selling crypto. So, love that question. All right, I think we've covered everything, and I'm losing my voice because I've talked so much, but we truly are grateful for each one of you. Go out and share this. Take advantage of the $10 of Bitcoin that we'll send. But everyone go out and share with your friends that are into crypto or looking to buy crypto, and let's increase our users. Our goal is to get to 10,000 users here by Q1. So. Thanks, everyone, and appreciate you jumping on. I know you're busy. Have a great afternoon or morning or wherever you're at in the world. Thank you.